Okay, guys. So I'm going to try to simplify this as much as I can for you. But basically, what your essay needs to do is these three things. Okay, so you're going to take the author's point and summarize it. So this one that I'm doing is one you guys did a while ago about how to, well, I'll just scroll up here. All right, so article of the week number 7, fake news. This is the one that I'm going to be doing as an example. Okay, so the first thing that one of these essays needs to do is explain or summarize that the argument that the author is making. Okay, so let's go up here. We'll find our author's name if we have one. And I did not, did I? Yep, Levin right here. So Kevin Levin. What an interesting name for a person. It rhymes. Anyway, so when you refer to an author, remember that you always use the author's last name. Okay, so Levin. Actually, I'm gonna say the author. The author in this article is making the argument that history teachers should be helping students to understand which information is reliable and which information is unreliable while they are searching online. Okay, so that's basically the point that he's summarizing here. And because I need to have 6 to 8 well-constructed sentences, I'm going to do at least 2 sentences for each one of these points here. Okay, maybe more if it goes with the flow of your essay, but I'm going to shoot for 2 here. Okay, the author states that one of his students turned in a research assignment which with articles claiming that the Ku Klux Klan had favorable or even friendly relationships with Black Southerners. Okay, so notice that I didn't do a direct quote here. You can do a direct quote if you want to, but you can also do a paraphrase like this if you want. Okay, so it doesn't have to be anything super fancy. So let's see here. And then we're going to point to an example of ethos, pathos, or logos. Okay, so let's say, because you should be shocked, right, that somebody would turn in a research assignment that thought that the Ku Klux Klan was friendly with Black Southerners, right? That's just blatantly false information. Okay, so let's say this is an example of pathos, period. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to do for that one. Okay, and then your next sentence should be a follow-up explaining why that's an example of pathos and what that example the effect would be on the audience, right? So this is an example of pathos, and this statement is meant to shock the audience any student with basic information about history would know that the Ku Klux Klan is a Southern organization, with roots in slavery. Okay, so something basic, right? Doesn't have to be anything groundbreaking here. And so now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really, really good sentences. Okay, so I need one more here. And so I'm going to look at this last point. Explain how and whether or not the author's appeal to the audience are effective. Explain how the audience reacts, how you think the audience reacts to the argument. Okay. The audience let's make it a little fancier. The author, I can't type today. The author's argument should shock the audience into, and so think about what he wants the audience to do, right? He wants them to support his idea that history classrooms should be teaching how to judge whether or not things on the internet are reliable. Okay, so we're going to go back up here and refer to what we think he's arguing in our first sentence. Should shock the audience into supporting his idea that history classrooms should teach internet research. Okay. So you guys might be looking at my essay thinking, oh my God, I don't know how to use those big words. And that's okay. All right. I know that all of you guys are really, really good at taking other people's big fancy words and making them your own, right? Because you guys will go online and summarize information from articles, and you go and change the words around and stuff so that you don't get pinched for plagiarism, right? You guys are really good at that. Okay. So I trust that you'll be able to kind of understand what I'm doing here. And so it's not that hard, right? If you go back through and you look at this, you can see the sections that I'm working with, right? So summarizing the argument is right here, is this first section. Okay, I'm just pointing out what the author's main argument is, and I am stating a piece of information from the article. That's it. Okay, and here I'm stating what the appeal is and what the effect of the appeal should be. And here I'm saying what the effect is on the audience. Okay. And that's it. That's the end of the article of the week. Okay. So if you watch both parts of this is how to do one. So there's going to be an article of the week quiz, and then you're going to have an article of the week assignment to do. And yeah. So I hope you guys are okay. Send me a message if you need any help, and I'd be happy to help you.